Hi, how y'all doing? Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of October, 2024. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies were blue, and now it's got kind of a film, a white cloud, a white, film over it, right? So, yeah, I think the temperature only got to 17. I had a very quiet day, laid down for a little bit this afternoon. Right? As far as essential symptoms go, my ears are ringing again, quite loud. Started yesterday. I forgot to mention that in my last video. Um, I still have icky sensations in my spine and foot, leg, stuff like that, but not terrible. Last night when I went to go to bed, it was yesterday. I forgot to mention too, I was so tired. It started in the afternoon. I started yawning and yawning. I laid down and tried to rest. It didn't work. I had to sit back up. So around 9:30, I was like, I just can't take it anymore, right? Let's try to stay up till 10. I don't want to wake up at 5, right? So I laid down in bed, and it was a good thing that I did because it took me till about 11 to get to sleep. Just tossing and turning, not being able to get comfortable. That's all, right? My mind wasn't really busy or anything like that. If it is, I just talk to the universe and to Mother Nature, right? That's it. Just talk. Ask for things to be better for mankind and nature kind, right? And then I dreamt all night. I don't remember any of it. I got up and arise just before 7. Feeling okay. I've had a weird taste in my mouth yesterday and today. And I was watching Stefan Burns earlier. I'm having a hard time resonating with anything to watch, right? Too many lies and just too many sleepers, you know. So it bugs me. People think they're awake, but they're not awake, right? They're awake a little bit. Let's say that way, okay? So I was watching Paul Burns, and I remember something yesterday, seeing that there was a big solar flare that came off the sun, right? Or what they call the sun. And I was like, okay. So that's why I'm feeling strange today, because it takes about a day for it to get to us, full impact, I'm thinking. And then I see up today, and another huge 9.1 solar X flare came off the sun, right? And he said it's going to hit us and last for about 2 days, and then after that's done, another big one's supposed to come, right? So every time there's CMEs and solar flares, I find we're getting upgraded, you know, uploaded new information, whatever, right? Then I read something, this guy, I don't know how to say what he is, but he was saying that some of his stuff resonates with me, but he's a little bit too new age for me, right? And in the next couple of days, it's supposed to be a great love vibration that hits the realm, right? From the X flare. So I guess time will tell. We shall see. No work for my son again today. My daughter had a headache, so she didn't come in. I know she's feeling the solar flare, just like I am. He's feeling it too, right? But he won't admit it, you know what I mean? He got the thing, right? He's really asleep. There's no waking him up. I've tried, and I keep trying, right? Because, like, what's the worst thing that could happen? He could flip out and off me. Well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, isn't it? I don't think he will, though. Um, he went to see the doctor today, right? Because remember I told you he was waking up gasping for air, right? And he came back and he wouldn't even talk about it. The doctor pissed him off because he went to see the quack, right? That tried to phone me up and, tried to jab me and then called Health Canada to call me. And you know what I mean, kind of thing, right? no integrity in that man. He needs a bullet. He does. He needs to happen to him what he's done to many, many families. So, yeah, he came back, and I guess the doctor didn't help him at all, didn't have any. I said, of course he wouldn't. He's a friggin' moron, right? I said, there's an RN, a registered nurse out in the res. I've heard she's the only good doctor in the Muskoka area. And that's because she's not a doctor. She's a registered nurse. I said, so you could probably find her online. Look her up. If you really want help, you know, because she's into natural stuff too, right? She's smarter than them, the doctors that practice here. Most registered nurses are, right? So, yeah. It's been pretty quiet. The kids there was a couple of kids making noise after they got home from cruel hell, right? But other than that, the neighborhood's been cool. No, there's that dog I told you about that lives in the back. He looks like a monster himself. He's totally black. He's a collie, right? He scared the... I just look at him. One day I was sitting outside and him and his owner walked past and I was just, whoa, that's some dark energy. I've never seen a canine look like that before, right? Black eyes and everything. I thought, I wonder what that really is, right? I heard it earlier. I guess they were leaving and it must have attacked a dog out there because I heard a yip, like, you know, you can tell when a dog's doing that. I heard that, and then the next thing I look out because I wanted to see, right, what happened kind of thing. And I see the woman and the man yelling at the dog, bad dog, right? It attacks a little girl here. Nobody complained about it, right? But yeah, it already killed the dog too, you know, little dog, and it's still walking around. Just amazes me. Strange. Alright? My dad always showed me how to do it. If they attack you, you grab them by the jaw, upper and lower, and pull apart as hard as you can, right? So, yeah. Or always carry a bait walk with a stick. That's another reason we had walking sticks, right? Was to fend off animals that were going to attack you. Give you an extra arm, right? You know what I mean? To smack them with, right? To get them away from you. I don't condone animal cruelty at all. I love them. The critters and the creatures, I should say. Right? But if you're being attacked, you have to defend yourself. That's all. So, yeah. I've seen one bird today, a seagull. Beautiful white. Was a nice looking seagull. See, I don't find them very attractive birds because they're such a nuisance here, right? But this one, it just had a glow to it. It was interesting. It was earlier in the rise after I got up. So yeah. So I say buckle up, stay healthy. You're not going to be, you're not sick. It's these solar flares, X flares, CMEs coming off of the sun codes, right? It's the ground. That's all. It'll be energy. I can already feel it vibrating me, right? Breathe through your nose and out your mouth. Keep yourself grounded. Have an Epsom salt bath. 15 minutes in a hot tub, right? Put your feet on Mother Earth outside with no socks on. Or you could wear socks. Hug a tree. No shoes though. Hug a tree. They're a little bit too hard for me. I'd need a birch, and there's no birches around here, right? Seeing a lot of buses coming down my street lately. Weird. Like, because they're not marked, you know what I mean? They're not Hammond Transportation or anything like that. They're just dark buses. Strange. I just had to look out the window. I just see another dark bus, right? But it was marked. But the windows are blacked out. It's blacked out. I don't know what it's for. You gotta keep your eyes open for these things when you're a chosen one, right? Yeah. Although I'm protected. My ancestors kicked their butt. I had some pretty strong ancestors. Ruthless. My mother killed chickens or turkeys with her hands, you know what I mean? She was raised on a farm. So death was nothing to her, right? Alright. I don't have a lot to say. I noticed my son's girlfriend came over for a short visit today. They're both really quiet, alright? So I know they're feeling the energy. It's a really strange feeling energy. My feet were freezing all day. I finally got them warm. Alright, my hands are on fire. And my feet were cold. It could be the fibromyalgia. I don't know. Right, I've always had cold feet. Yeah, the doctor said it was Raynaud's disease years ago. That's a symptom of fibromyalgia too. Right? It is. Alright, I don't have nothing to talk about. All the truth's just coming out and getting plastered all over Instagram and all the social media sites, right? More truthers are spreading stuff, but what's really going on that I've known for the last 4 years. But it's ramping up, right? It's got to. We only have this month and next month and December left, right? Before it changes. A whole bunch of banks and everything closed in the United States. That people's accounts have gone to zero. Stuff like that. That's the fall of the fiat dollar, right? It is. So that BRICS can come in and we can get our ancestral wealth inheritance. So yeah. Next year, hopefully it'll be Mardi Gras from East Coast to West Coast. It would be nice, wouldn't it? I hope I'm not counting my counting my chickens too fast, right? I've also heard people say it could take to 2030, but I can't see that happening. That's too long. That is too long, especially when the astrology says it can't be taken into 2025. Democracy, demonocracy, right? That's their shit. All this voting and governments and stuff. It's not ours, right? Mankind's. It isn't. It's the ones that look like us that aren't us. Okay? Don't be afraid. If there was something to be afraid of, we would have felt it by now. I would have. So yeah. Alright, I hope we all have sweet dreams. Alright? Stay hydrated. Stay away from addictions. It's just going to make it harder for these solar flares. It is. Right? You're supposed to rest for the next 48 hours. Don't overexert yourself. Okay? Just take it easy. You got a couple days to take off? Take them off. Nothing that they can't do later. Okay? Alright. I'm sending you good health. Sanity. Love. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.